Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Radio WHAM, the official voice of Josh Urban and the premiere in modern radio.
Greetings, citizens of the world! Are you ready to rock?
Introducing the one and only Josh Urban.
Hey, rockers and good people everywhere! Welcome to Radio WHAM! Thanks for tuning in. I'm Josh. I'll be your host for today. And thanks as always for listening to the CD. And here's some unsolicited advice, as always. And that is, become a musician. Immediately. Why, you might ask? I'll tell you why. That's what the unsolicited part of the unsolicited advice is, right? I'm just basically just yelling at you, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that is, number one, the rules of fashion do not apply to musicians. It's great fun. I mean, you can wear the horriblest shoes. I think I just made that word up. You can make words up. With the horriblest socks. They're not kidding when they say wash with light colors and, don't wash socks in a throw rug together, rockers. It's not good unless you like slightly purple. Sort of looks like if they made an elderberry ice cream and made that, made socks to match like they do with Disney stuff all the time, But anyway, I digress. Yes, so it's great. Yeah, you can do that too. And it's great because you just randomly bad fashion disasters become part of your persona. People are like, cool shoes, man. Awesome. And you're like, thanks. And then the second thing is that you can write random songs about random things and hopefully people will listen to them, Sometimes they throw stuff at you, but hey, at least if it's not too rotten, you might be able to make a sandwich out of that tomato and it's like an endorsement from Heinz without always having to use Heinz ketchup. You can use Hunt's once in a while too, so it's like the best of both worlds. But anyway, what would you say if I told you the next song on this album was about a laundromat? You might say, Josh, you're crazy. I would say yes. And then you might say, well, why did you write a song about a laundromat? And I would say, well, it all started last summer. See, there's always a story with me. See, I live near Washington, D.C., about 30 minutes outside of it, and I like trains. So I decided to take a train trip up to Connecticut to visit my grandma, and then down to New York City, and write songs all along the way and gather inspiration. And it actually worked out pretty good, because I got 2 of the tracks off the CD, 3, if you count this one, from that trip. So it was productive. So I just got an iPhone and I got my songwriting notebook and I'm on the train, I'm looking out the window and I'm writing songs and updating my Facebook status, and I got a speedometer app so I see how fast we were going. Not fast enough, but still pretty fast. You wouldn't want to jump out of that train, that's for sure. And it stops in Philadelphia and a nun gets on. Yes, a nun. And I always get a kick out of seeing nuns. I'm actually related to a nun. And hey, sister, if you're listening to this program, thank you so much for those guitar sunglasses. They are way cool. Maybe it's I admire their alternative sense of fashion, or maybe just all the good work they do. But anyway, I always get a kick out of seeing them, and I almost updated my Facebook status on my iPhone. OMG, there's a nun on the train, but it's probably good that I didn't, because she comes over and she said, hey, is this seat taken? There was an empty seat next to me. I said, no, go ahead, sit right down. So started chatting because I figured she's going to be on the train for a while and, just want to be friendly, right? So, how long have you been a nun? All that stuff, right? And, I guess I must have bored her after a while, because she turns to me and she says, is songwriting hard? I said, well, it can be, because I told her I was on the songwriting trip. And she said, it must take a lot of concentration. I said, well, sometimes. And she said, well, why don't we have some quiet time right now? I need to pray, and you can write your song. I said, okay. I look out the window at all the refineries whizzing by the window, and I said, I think a nun just told me to shut up. I mean, I didn't say that out loud, but I thought about that. I was like, wow. But what can you do? So I was looking out the window and writing the songs down, and the train pulls to a stop in New Jersey. and all the rain's coming down. It's a day in late August, and it was, to quote one of my favorite movies, Dudley Do-Right, a bleak and rimy day. So I look out through the drizzle, and I see this laundromat on the street corner. And I saw all the people walking through the rain to go to the laundromat. And the scene was so dull and mundane, it was downright poetic. And I got to thinking about all the stories that my grandma has told me over the years, the grandma I was going to visit, about just the day-to-day occurrences that happened so many years ago. Like they would go to the beach and have a picnic, and you know, the grocery store down the street that had stairs going into it, and it was hard to get your groceries out of it. Actually, she said it wasn't hard to get the groceries out. I think it would be, but maybe I'm just weak. You know, just you know, go play bingo or whatever. And I was wondering if the people who are going to this laundromat would also view their memories through that unique lens of so many years. I mean, it gives things kind of a cool tone. And if they would tell their grandkids their stories of their time at Handy Street Laundromat. So, hope you enjoyed the track. And although the term is severely outdated and does not apply to the digital medium, I will say, catch you on the flip side. Rock on.